Follow or subscribe to our channel, Suresh Academy. To keep you updated, hit the notification button. Let's begin. Prime numbers. Prime numbers are numbers that have two factors only. Okay. Now, before we look into prime numbers, just quickly learn a little bit about factors. What are factors? Factors are numbers that can divide a given number exactly. Okay, so that is a very informal definition for factors. What does it mean? It looks confusing. Let's take a number for an example. I'm going to take 3. Now, what are the numbers that I can divide 3 and get an exact answer? Now, most certainly it will be 1. So 3 divided by 1 is 3. I can divide 3 by itself, which I will get 1. I can't divide 3 by 2 because I would not get an exact answer. We have already done this test in the odd and even numbers. So therefore, and I cannot divide 3 with any numbers which are greater than 3. Then it will be in decimals because the number will be smaller than 1. Okay, you can test this. You can use your calculator and you can punch in 3 divided by 4, 3 divided by 5, and so on. Okay, therefore, 3 has two numbers that you can use to divide it exactly. Therefore, 1 and 3, let me just draw a box around this. 1 and 3 are the factors for 3. Get that? Okay. Now let's test with another number. Let's do 5. So 5 divide 1 would be 5. 5 divided by itself is 1. Is there any other numbers that I can divide 5 with? No, I can divide, but it would not be exact. So 1 and 5 are the factors for 5. There are only two factors. There are only two factors. Okay, now what about 2? Let's do 2. 2 divided by 1, yes, and 2 divided by itself. Is there any other numbers? No, I don't have. So 1 and 2 are the factors for 2. All right. So from here you can see a pattern. 3, 5, and maybe we'll do another. 7. 7 divided by 1 is 7, and 7 divided by itself is 1. So 7 has two factors also, 7 and 1. So these numbers that I have just listed, they have two factors only, right? So by definition, if any number which has two factors only, then that number is known as a prime number. Okay, so in this case, 2, 3, 5, and 7 are prime numbers. Now, an even number cannot be a prime number except for 2. 2 is the only, so I'm going to write it here, is the only, is the, sorry, is the only even prime number, and it is also the smallest prime number. Smallest prime number. Okay. Apart from 2, all other prime numbers are odd numbers. They cannot be even numbers because for any even number, let's do a test. Let's take 4. 4 I can divide it by 1. 4 I can divide it by itself. Remember, this is a even number. So even number means that number can be divided by 2. All even numbers can be divided by 2. Therefore, these numbers, they have more than two factors, so they cannot be a prime number. So what are they called? They are known as composite numbers. They are known as composite numbers. Okay, so any number that has more than two factors are known as composite numbers. Any number that only has two factors are known as prime numbers. So all prime numbers are odd numbers, but not necessarily all odd numbers are prime numbers. I'll give you, just before I end this video, let's do one more test. Let's take 9. 9 is an odd number, but not necessarily a prime number. The reason is I can divide this by 1, I can divide this by 9, and I can also divide this by 3. So therefore 9, although an odd number, but it is not a prime number, it is a composite number. Alright, thank you for watching. Please comment and hit the share and like button. Keep learning, share knowledge.